Hey guys, it is day number 6 of trying to make money in high ticket sales. I'm driving back from the gym now. England is fucked at the moment. The weather is so bad. I'm literally like driving over puddles and lakes like everywhere I go. So I'm going to try not to crash while speaking here. Day 6 has been quite productive. I had a couple of coaching calls, which was really useful. Did some sort of script role play, going over, some objections that I might face, getting more comfortable with probing questions and kind of, getting to the core pain point that a prospect might have. And I don't know, it's interesting. It's funny how, robotic I felt at the beginning doing it, and how kind of almost awkward it was, until you realize that, like, in sales, you need to try and come across like a normal person, right? You're not, like, the kind of generic Jordan Belfort type of selling, where it's like, reason for the call today is because, something just, all that kind of shit. It doesn't really work, particularly not in high ticket, because people want to feel like they're speaking to a real human who's relatable, who understands their situation. So yeah, it's interesting realizing or shifting the mindset to, I'm trying to help this person out and have a real conversation with them, as opposed to I'm trying to sell them and convince them how incredible my product is. So I don't know, that's something that I've kind of learned from today. I realize you can't see anything on the screen right now, so this isn't very interesting to watch. But yeah, that's about it. Today was a bit of coaching practice, a bit more outreach. Tomorrow I'm going to try and have a big day of dialing on this offer, which I mentioned yesterday. But yeah, I'm feeling really confident and positive today, despite still 0 in the balance. I can't wait for the first video where I say, first day of making money. But anyway, not yet. I was wondering, this is kind of what I'm thinking about at the moment, like how far people think that mindset can get them. Because like, in my head, I feel if you believe that you can do something enough and you genuinely want it enough, right? So not just, it would be nice if I could make some money. Like, you want it so badly that you can't sleep at night. You're thinking about it so much. Can anybody achieve anything, within reason, obviously? I couldn't be president of Russia because I'm not a Russian, but within legal confines, can people do anything if they really believe it enough and want it enough? I don't know. I feel in my head that I am determined enough and hungry enough that there's almost no reality in which I don't start making a lot of money and build the life that I want to make. The only kind of maybe is when. It's like, this could be a long-term process, this could be a 2-month process, I don't know. I would guess the prior. I think I've talked about this before, but one of my favourite hormozy takes is just the idea that everybody has a different dice that they're rolling, and we don't know how many sides our dice has, right? You might have a 500-sided dice, you might have a 2-sided dice. That's not really possible, that's a coin, but you know what I mean. You can have loads, you can have barely any. But the one thing is, you don't know how many sides you've got, and the only way of finding out is rolling that dice, right? So you might have somebody next to you whose dice has 20 times the number of possibilities on it. And they roll it twice and they just get lucky and they hit that spot and they, start living the life that you want to live. And you look at them and think, fuck's sake, he's lucky, he's got everything. And you don't realize that your dice only has 6 sides to it, and maybe he did get lucky, but you complaining that he got lucky and not rolling your own dice is completely wasting your time. It's counterproductive, because, at the end of the day, complaining about other people doesn't move the needle. Rolling the dice moves the needle, and that's the only way that you can do it. So I feel that if you're hungry enough and believe enough and roll that dice 10,000 times, at least in terms of probability, it is pretty damn likely that you're going to get to where you want to be. Anyway, that's what I'm thinking about today. I wonder if anyone's got an opinion on that. But yeah, end of day 6. I will update tomorrow on how my calls go, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.